The Holy Kabbalah, what is the magic in a name? What is special about a name? Precisely, your name is your greatest and most important identity, but many people may not know this because it is commonplace. Since time immemorial, a name of a person is always that person's greatest identity, which has sank into his subconscious mind to make him or her respond to every experience on the basis of that subconscious memory. What makes it more important is that every attainment, professional, business, or political, is intimately attached to that name. All the chains of attainment made by any person become meaningful to others only when the name is attached to them. In religion, the name is most important because of the emotions that are aroused in religious matters, especially when dogmatism is involved. For example, in Christianity, most believers or adherents do not know the difference between Jesus and Christ, perhaps thinking that Jesus is the Father while Christ is the Son. The clergy of a church who was once asked the difference between the two names in a radio program hesitated due to lack of clarity in his understanding, only to tell the world that the names mean the same thing. As this is not the subject of our discussion, it will interest you to know that the shortest name between Jesus and Christ is that Jesus represents the name given to him at birth, while Christ was the name given for his ministry after his crucifixion on the cross, which specifically signifies its importance as compared to Jesus. The Holy Kabbalah, though of Jewish origin, has now come to represent the whole story of creation, the nature of the Creator, humanity, and its relationship with the Creator, as well as Mother Nature, which has remained one of the most puzzling aspects of life processes that may not be resolved anytime soon. Of all the stages that go with the modern scientific age of the cosmos, Kabbalah has now become the most important field of research that offers solutions about the nature of our Creator, who is simply described as Ein Sof, or who is infinity, eminent, and transcendental, without beginning or end. The Holy Kabbalah, which is our greatest interest, works on the scientific postulation that knowledge or a better understanding of our Creator enables us to become effective procreators and efficient workers in the divine vineyard. This is clearly explained by the glyph, the tree of life, and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, the mystery of which has remained the greatest puzzle of humankind. A serious study of the tree of life for the purpose of unveiling the truth about creation must lead us to all frontiers of knowledge available to us today. What has so far been discovered in the field of science, especially in the area of labor-saving devices, should encourage us to continue the study while observing all the precautionary measures that are absolutely necessary to avoid burning our fingers, just as a careful driver expects the unexpected despite the traffic road signs we see on the way. The Jews, who have been the custodians of the ancient Kabbalah wisdom, are the most organized group in the world today, which means that Kabbalah wisdom, a part of which is encoded in the Holy Bible, is capable of transforming the world from its chaotic and frustrating condition to the heavenly realm promised to all who trust and obey the words of wisdom. As Africans, we find it difficult to understand why the black race is backward in understanding the tenets of the Holy Kabbalah, despite the many thousands of years during which the racial integration has remained an integral part of human evolution. However, the history and the destruction of the continent of Atlantis and subsequent construction of the Pyramid of Giza in Egypt is an assurance to us that the black race has the same potential to blossom like other races to the same destiny that awaits the entire humanity. We therefore feel very strongly that Africans should not shy away from a study and practice of the Kabbalah principles, now open to every human being who is curious and creative enough to go deeper in the study of nature in a manner that will help him raise us above the common run. The first Jews in the lineage and custodians of the Kabbalah wisdom may have tried to suppress the spread of the Kabbalah wisdom for reasons best known to them. The emergence of this wisdom in Spain in subsequent years is a clear indication that the Kabbalah is meant for every human. Happily, the Jews have seen the need to spread the light of Kabbalah wisdom by their recent desire to reach every human being on earth as soon as possible. We say amen to the express desire to spread the light and therefore join them through the effort of the Kabbalah Connection community. We are, however, open to an exchange of information for collaboration or cooperation in this physical and spiritual journey in spreading the light according to the wishes of the divine hierarchy.